Gentlemen, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the spare tire around the waist. After 50, gravity and metabolism conspire against us. You wake up one day, and the V-shaped torso you had at 30 has become softer. But here is the brutal truth. You do not look overweight simply because of your weight. You look overweight because of your geometry. Most men react to the dad bod in two disastrous ways. They either hide under baggy, tent-like clothes, which only makes them look larger and sloppier, or they deny reality and squeeze into sizes that fit them 10 years ago, creating the dreaded sausage effect. Stop. You cannot diet your way out of this in 5 minutes. But you can dress your way out of it. This is not fashion. This is visual engineering. Today, I am going to show you how to use lines, proportions, and physics to instantly shave 10 pounds off your silhouette. We are not going to the gym. We are fixing the architecture. Rule 1. The foundation. The power of the rise. Building a house requires a solid foundation. Building a wardrobe for a mature physique is no different. If the foundation is weak, the entire structure collapses. For the man over 50, the foundation is your trousers, and the single biggest mistake you are making is choosing the wrong rise. The rise is the distance from the crotch seam to the top of the waistband. For the last 20 years, fashion trends have dictated low-rise trouser pants that sit low on the hips, well below the navel. If you have the flat stomach of a 20-year-old athlete, low-rise pants are fine. But if you have acquired the dad bod or a spare tire, low-rise trousers are your worst enemy. Here is the physics of why. Low-rise pants sit under your belly. They act as a shelf. Because they cut across the lower hips, they push your soft tissue upwards. Your stomach has nowhere to go but to spill over the waistband, creating the dreaded muffin top effect. It breaks your silhouette in half, draws the eye immediately to your waist, and makes you look significantly heavier than you are. The solution: the high-rise transformation. To fix the architecture, you must switch to mid-rise, or preferably high-rise trousers. These are trousers designed to sit at your natural waist, meaning close to your belly button, not down on your hip bones. This simple shift changes everything for 2 reasons. 1. Containment and smoothing. A higher waistband acts like a gentle corset. Instead of pushing your stomach up and out, high-rise trousers encase your midsection. They drape over the belly, smoothing out the lumps and bumps, and keeping your stomach tucked neatly inside the straight line of the fabric. You eliminate the overhang instantly. 2. The leg lengthening effect. This is a visual magic trick. A man with a larger stomach often looks top-heavy and short-legged. When you wear low-rise pants, your legs look shorter because the visual start of the leg is lowered. By raising the waistband to your natural waist, you trick the observer's eye into thinking your legs start higher up. Suddenly, your legs look 3 inches longer, and your torso looks more balanced. When you look taller, you automatically look thinner. So throw away the hip huggers. Look for trousers labeled Classic Fit or High Rise. Pull them up. Secure them. You haven't lost a pound, but you have just structured your body to look athletic again. Rule 2. The column. The law of vertical continuity. We have established the foundation with the proper trouser rise. Now we must construct the walls. To understand why men with a dad bod often look shorter and heavier than they are, we must look at how the eye processes information. The human eye is a lazy scanner. It looks for anchor points to rest. The strongest anchor point on the body is a line of high contrast, the horizon line mistake. The most fatal error men make is bisecting their bodies. Imagine the classic office uniform, a bright white dress shirt tucked tightly into black trousers. This creates a harsh horizontal line exactly where the shirt meets the pants. We call this the horizon line. For a man with a belly, this line sits precisely at the widest part of your torso. By wearing high-contrast separates, you shine a spotlight on your midsection. You force the observer's eye to travel down, hit that white to black border, and stop dead. The brain registers this stop as width. You are visually cutting yourself into 2 blocks, making you look shorter and emphasizing the stomach. If you add a contrasting belt with a shiny buckle, you are essentially pointing a laser at your gut. The solution: the monochromatic column. To defeat this illusion, you must adopt the column strategy. The goal is to remove the horizon line entirely through monochromatic dressing. This does not mean wearing a matching uniform. It means keeping the value, darkness, of your upper and lower bodies similar. When you pair a navy polo with dark indigo jeans or a charcoal sweater with black chinos, you erase the border between torso and legs. The blur effect. When contrast is removed, the eye has nowhere to stop. It glides seamlessly from your collar to your shoes in one vertical sweep. This trajectory tricks the brain into perceiving height rather than width. Because there is no hard line defining where your waist ends and hips begin, the exact location of your spare tire becomes ambiguous. The stomach disappears into the dark, continuous flow of fabric. The physics of absorption. We must also respect physics. Light colors reflect energy, expanding outwards and making objects appear larger. Dark colors absorb light, receding inwards and making objects appear smaller. By utilizing a low-contrast, dark-tone palette, midnight navy, charcoal, forest green, or espresso brown, you use physics to shrink your silhouette. A man in all black always looks lighter than the same man in all white. Texture, the vital nuance. A warning: removing color contrast can look flat. You must introduce texture contrast. If your trousers are smooth cotton, ensure your top is a textured cable knit. If your jeans are rugged, pair them with soft merino wool. Mix textures within the same color family to maintain sophistication without breaking the vertical line. Stop stacking blocks. Build a column. Rule 3. The suspension. Defying gravity. We have fixed the rise in the color. Now we must address the structural engineering of how you hold your trousers up. For 99% of men, the default answer is a belt. But for the man with a spare tire, a belt is not just an accessory. It is an instrument of torture for your silhouette. The tourniquet effect. Think about what a belt actually does. It is a horizontal tourniquet that you cinch around your softest point. If your belly is wider than your hips, which is common after 50, the laws of physics are against you. Gravity pulls the belt down the slope of your stomach. To prevent your pants from falling, you instinctively tighten the belt. This creates a pinching effect. It digs into your midsection, forcing the soft tissue to bulge out above the waistband. You are literally creating the muffin top with your own hands. You spend the entire day hiking up your pants, looking uncomfortable and disheveled. The solution: the suspension system. To fix this, we stop relying on friction, the belt, and start relying on suspension. You need braces or suspenders. This is not about looking like a 1920s banker. It is about pure mechanics. Your hips are slippery and sloping. Your shoulders, however, are broad and stable. When you switch to braces, your trousers literally hang from your shoulders. The fabric drapes vertically in a straight line, floating over your stomach rather than digging into it. The front of your trousers remains perfectly flat. The center crease of your pant leg stays sharp and straight, which further elongates your legs. Comfort and aesthetics. The comfort level is transformative. With braces, there is no constriction at the waist. You can sit down, eat a full meal, and breathe deeply without ever feeling cut in half. Visually, removing the belt removes that horizontal line we discussed in rule number 2. It allows the eye to travel up and down without interruption. Implementation. A critical note on style. Do not wear the cheap clip-on suspenders you see in costume shops. They damage your waistband and look juvenile. Take your trousers to a tailor, or do it yourself, and have buttons sewn into the inside of the waistband. Buy proper button-on braces. Ideally, braces are meant to be underwear, part of your internal architecture. Wear them under a blazer, a cardigan, or a vest. They are your secret structural support, keeping you looking tall, clean, and immaculately put together, while everyone else is adjusting their belts. Rule 4. The illusion. The Matador trick. We have built the foundation, established the column, and secured the suspension. Now we apply the final layer of magic. I call this the Matador trick. Just as a bullfighter uses a cape to conceal his sword, the stylish man uses outerwear to conceal his midsection. The problem with single layers. When a man with a dad bod wears only a shirt or a t-shirt, he is vulnerable. The fabric sits directly against the skin. From the front, the sides of your waist, the love handles, define your silhouette. From the side, the outward curve of your belly is the first thing the eye registers. You are exposing the exact geometry you want to hide. The solution: vertical slicing. To fix this, you need a third piece, an unstructured blazer, a field jacket, or a chore coat. But here is the secret. You must wear it unbuttoned. When you put on a jacket and leave it open, you create 2 strong vertical lines that hang down from your shoulders, flanking your torso. These fabric panels physically cover the sides of your waist. This creates a powerful optical illusion. The observer's eye blocks out the jacket panels and focuses only on the narrow strip of shirt visible in the center. The brain makes a lazy assumption. It interprets that narrow inner strip as the actual width of your torso. You effectively slice inches off your waistline instantly. You look narrower, sharper, and more structured. The secret weapon, the gilet vest. If it is too hot for a jacket, or you want a more casual look, your best friend is the quilted gilet or vest. For men over 50, the gilet is a miracle worker. Compression. A slightly padded gilet does not cling, it stands away from the body. It compresses the billowy fabric of your shirt and hides any lumps or bumps underneath. The V shape. Most gilets have a high collar that frames the face and creates a V-shape opening. This draws the eye upward to your face and away from your gut. Mobility. It keeps your core warm and structured while leaving your arms free, making it perfect for driving or weekend errands. The architecture complete. By adding this outer layer, you are no longer a soft, round shape. You are a structured composition of vertical lines and layers. You have built a frame that commands respect, regardless of what lies beneath. Gentlemen, I know what some of you are thinking right now. This is great advice, but I will wait. I will buy nice clothes after I lose 10 pounds. That is the biggest lie we tell ourselves. It is a trap. Here is the reality. You cannot hate yourself into a better version of yourself. Punishing yourself today with ill-fitting, sloppy clothes only kills your confidence. It makes you feel defeated before you even step out the door. When you use these rules, when you fix the architecture, you look in the mirror and you see a man who is sharp, capable, and dignified. Your posture improves, you walk with purpose, and ironically, when you respect the man in the mirror, you are much more likely to make the healthy choices that actually lead to fitness. So, do not wait for the perfect body. Build the perfect architecture today. Go to your tailor, adjust your rise, simplify your colors, put on that jacket. You are not defined by the size of your waistline, but by the dignity of your presentation. Own it.